And here we are again. Bloody Nubs, Arizona, Harley Davidson. Alrighty then. Let's go find out. Well, first, I gotta mess with my buddy again. You know, from the other video. That is badass. This is my friend Jesse. I went to MMI with him, and it's just normal for me to have to bust his balls a little bit. So, Jesse.
Hey, what's going on?
Phone or text?
Text.
Dog or cat?
Both. Cat, dog. It's a good show.
Thank you. Yeah, I didn't know. I don't know what to ask him. Okay, seriously though, when the 1250 came out, torque went from 70. Okay, I'm talking about the VROD Revolution engine. Torque went from 74 foot-pounds to
85.
You cheated somehow. You know, yeah, whatever. Yeah, actually, you're dead on. Absolutely perfect. All right, well, I'm gonna go wreck that V-Rod. One thing I need to do though is stop at my bike and get my gloves. So here we go. Oh yeah. Oh, forward controls. It's been a long time. Now, like I said about the typical mundane fucking test ride video, I don't want to do that. I really don't. Instead, what I'm going to do, I'm going to make this more of a tribute to this here model Harley Davidson, the V-Rod. And, you know you love it. Actually, you probably don't. I mean, it does kind of sound like a sewing machine, doesn't it? Listen. Be careful with your stitch. It just does. It sounds like a sewing machine. Well, let's do this. Okay, once again, my height and weight. I'm 5'6", 140. I'm still high school size, which I like. Makes bikes faster when you weigh less, you know. I am no stranger to the V-Rod. Now, the thing about V-Rods is once you open them up, they go. They're pretty damn quick. I really like the V-Rod. Like I already told you my little story about when all my friends on their CBRs and R6s or whatever the hell they were lined up next to me at the light and hey, nice Harley. Do you need gas yet? They would say at every stop. And I said, okay, all right, yeah, you know, ball busting is always allowed in my life. I like that. But sometimes you gotta fire back. So I pulled up next to him at the intersection at the next red light and revved the engine a couple times. Light changed, I fucking dumped it. I mean, I full throttle, let the clutch out, gone. I'm fucking gone. And I know that it's a lot harder to do that on a sport bike. The thing is, the V-Rod will continue to keep pulling. It's not a typical V-twin. Like most V-twins, they get all their power down low. You know, like say a red line's at 7,000 RPMs, which is that's about average. You're gonna get your peak power at like 4,500 RPMs. You know, that's low end torque. That's what V twins are known for. And I forgot, I missed my turn. Ah, whatevs. And anyway, the V-Rod revs like a Ducati. That's where it keeps revving and revving and revving. Like the higher you rev it, the more power it builds. It's like kind of like an inline four. It's different, but I love that though. Now. I guess I'll make it right here. Brakes are real nice. Not bad. Now I'm just gonna do a typical test ride video. It's real smooth. It makes good power. It's definitely a little bit. Oh, I'm so used to my bike though. It doesn't make that great of power. Okay, I'm in second gear, 40 miles an hour at 4,000 RPMs. Oh, I'm at 60. That was 2,000 RPMs. I went up 20 miles an hour. Pretty sweet, pretty sweet. Back to 45. Yeah. But please don't pull out in front of me. Thank you. Now, this is the VRSCDX. This is the Night Rod Special, which is a cool looking bike. I mean, I gotta admit, it's one of the coolest looking bikes Harley's ever made, and one of the fastest. But I'm not too wild about the feet forward, clamshell, you know, riding position or whatever. I'm not too crazy about that. It's not bad though. I can handle it. I can handle it, no problem. I mean, but then again, I'm not a big whiny vagina. I can handle a bike that's uncomfortable. It doesn't fucking bother me. I'm riding. That's how I see it. You know, depending on how contorted you are on a bike, but this isn't bad at all, man. It's just not what I prefer. I was hoping to ride the VRSCF for one reason, and that is because it's the final V-Rod. The absolute last V-Rod to roll off the production line was a VRSCF. That's why I was kind of hoping to ride that one. But at least I get to ride a 1250 VRSC motor. And have some fun. I mean, it's the same engine, but I really wanted to talk about the F because it has... One thing Harley never did is they never made a touring bike out of the V-Rod platform, and they should have. My God, they should have. What a great engine. But the F, the V-Rod looked like it was making the way for the touring version, and it had like the lower. If you look at the exhaust, okay, I'll show you this when we get back to the dealer. But the exhaust on the F is low enough they could have fit bags on it. You know, it could have been a bagger V-Rod. It's something Harley never did, and everybody wanted for a long time. Yeah, you know, it's weird. Like when I rode that 03, and I raced my friends that time, I was pretty goddamn amazed at how fast this bike is. Now, I don't know, after 2 years of riding a ZX-10, it's kind of meh, you know, but it's still faster than any big twin. And you know, it was funny too, when this first came out, people were test riding these, and they'd say, I don't know, I didn't feel any faster than my Harley. And that's because they were only riding them up to like about where I'm at now, 4,000 RPMs or 4,500 or whatever, you know. And what I thought was funny about that is that they aren't even coming close to tapping into the power. This thing really comes alive at 6,000 to 7,000 RPMs and then all the way to redline. You better be holding on, you know, because she definitely has some pull if you know how to wring this engine's throat just right, you know. I got 36 miles. I could be a Boston and go put some gas in it, take her for another hour. No, I won't do that. So yeah, this engine was originally developed in with Porsche, and they finally approved it because it accepted the or passed the Dusseldorf test, and that is where they mimic typical Autobahn conditions for 500 hours. So this bike was sitting there revved up and down and held that red line for hours, and then revved down and downshifted and all that shit for 500 hours. And when it finally held up, that's when they put it on the market. And when they finally got any bugs worked out, you know, I mean, it's Porsche, man. Porsche and Harley have long been kind of, you know, help each other out, I guess. As a matter of fact, here's something a lot of people don't know, but in 1983,
hello, is it me you're looking for? I can see your eyes.
Harley was interested in a project called Nova, and also at the same time, they were developing their Evo, the Evolution 1340 80 cubic inch Harley's probably one of the best engines Harley ever made. Anyways, while they were trying to come up with new ideas in '83, Porsche came up with an idea and saying, hey, check out this 1200cc inline, or a V4 that puts down some really nice power, and let me know what you think, you know. Harley checked it out, they liked it, but they weren't sure, they didn't know, should we buy it, should we not? So what happened is Yamaha stepped in and bought it, and you may know that engine now as the VMAX. Okay? Yeah, the VMAX originally was going to be a Harley. I don't think you knew that. Probably not. But if you did, hey, kudos. So Harley kind of missed the train on that one. And then they realized, wow, what a great bike and how cool it would be to have Harley Davidson badges on something that badass. So they got in contact again with Porsche in, I think it was '96, and they started working on the VR1000 engine. And originally they intended on putting it on the, making it a road race bike. And it debuted in 1997 at Daytona. Now the problem they had with it, I don't think they tested it enough, or I don't know, whatever. All I know is they only raced it like once. And I think Miguel Duhamel rode it, so you know it's not the rider's fault, right? Well, the bike finished in like 14th or 15th place. See, I'm trying to remember all this off the top of my head. I used to be a student of the V-Rod. I love this bike. But you can't, it finished in like 14th or 15th place. They're like, you know, this doesn't have road racing winning power, but it could make a hella nice street bike. So that's what they did. So they made the bike, they made it into a street bike. And now we have the V-Rod. And I have a 15-mile range on this bitch now. I'm almost out. Good thing I found Cave Creek Road. Because this is where Bloody Nubs is located. Yeah, he didn't want me taking it all day. I'm like, why? Oh, the ABS works really good. I like that, actually. You know, a lot of people are like, don't give me that ABS bullshit. I'm like, give me ABS, I'll take it. Hell yeah. Once you feel the benefits of ABS, yeah. Yeah, not bad, not bad. And with that, I say farewell, V-Rod. You've been an awesome freaking bike.